Welcome to Make It Funny, where I take your suggestions and I make them funny. And if you'd like to leave a comment, your suggestion, put it in the comment. Today's suggestion comes from Kathy Ireland, whose suggestion was agreement. I think a guarantee that will always happen when people make an agreement is at some point one of those two people will utter the words, "Hey, I thought we had an agreement." And then the other person will say, "Yeah, we should have had a contract." Which leads me to this thought. The difference between an agreement and a contract is a squiggly line that we call our signature. That's the difference. A handshake and a "yeah, I promise," and "on my life," and "on my words" means nothing. But a squiggly little line that's supposed to be our signature is all that's needed to hold you to your promise. And I wonder, when did this happen? Like, at what point in history did it come to that? Like, what did they try before that? Like, all right, listen, we have this agreement. We'll call it a contract now, but in order to make you keep your word, I'm going to keep your firstborn daughter until you fulfill your promise. Like, well, that seems a little harsh. Is there anything else we could possibly think of other than taking my daughter? Well, I've been toying with this idea. Here, take this stone, and then take this other stone, and then make some sort of mark, like try and say your name with a mark, and that'll be equally as good. Well, hell, this is so much better, and I get to know my daughter, or whatever. And then the other thing that signatures have brought about, there's an entire job. Because at some point somebody said, "Hey, how do we know that the signature is actually real?" And then somebody said, "I know, we'll create an entire profession where all you do is stand there and watch other people sign squiggly lines, and then you stamp it so that other people know it's official." I wonder if anyone's ever, as a child, what do you want to do for a living? I want to be a notary. I want to have the job that was created because humans are naturally untrustworthy, and so I need to be there to enforce the trust. And also, what constitutes a signature? Because it's very loosey-goosey, right? The X as a signature, that's easily forgeable. And then sometimes a signature happens for really big things, like, say, the Queen, or the mother of the king needs the king to sign over the kingdom to her, and as he's dying, she sticks a quill in his mouth, and he just goes, "Rawr." And then that's all it takes for her to lead all of France. Like, listen, I got it. The X that my dying son, the king, made in his last moments. So yeah, nobody can say nothing.